there's been a lot of changes these past 48 hours, Brandon. A lot. You mentioned the Green Bay Packers. A lot happened with the Green Bay Packers most recently. Keyshawn Nixon coming on back for a little bit of a sizable contract. And Aaron Jones, for an hour, the Green Bay Packers had the best running back tandem in the league. Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones. We were ready to seize the day, and then that lasted an hour. Dave Bakhtiari got released. Aaron Jones got released. They signed Xavier McKinney. And just a lot going on with the Green Bay Packers, and not a lot going on with the Dallas Cowboys. Not so much.
No, the Cowboys have done nothing. Cause when it was like Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs, you're like, okay, those are two very good backs.
Stole Devontae.
I was like, but how do you actually kind of work with two number one backs, right? Like, I feel like the guy whose touches are going to get diminished there, it's Aaron Jones. And we saw last year when he's healthy and he's getting touches, that's the Packers offense was cooking.
Yeah.
So them deciding to just go with Josh Jacobs makes a lot more sense, because I feel like both of those backs, to be fully effective, need carries.
Sure.
And that just probably wasn't going to happen there. But I get it. It sucks. Like, everybody loved Aaron Jones, but like the Packers still have a very good running back in Josh Jacobs. Very different stylistically, the way they run, the way they get yards, in my opinion. But that was funny. Just to see him go to the Vikings, though. Dude. Oh, it's like, okay, you're going to release me? Now I can go anywhere? The only one who topped him was Saquon Barkley. He had a bigger view to his former team.
Patrick Queen going to the Steelers is fun.
Too, going to the Dolphins. Yeah. It's like
Queen going to the Steelers is pretty.
Some spite moves. I love it.
There is definitely and Barkley like getting into it with Tiki Barber online. And it's just like, don't you be smiling at me now. Like, you've been talking crap ever since I've been. Which, again, I think what we again learned from free agency is that lesson we learn every single year. And you even saw it with Justin Simmons, right? Fan favorite. Beloved in Denver. Bye. Right? Aaron Jones approached and is like, you're going to have to take a significant pay cut if you're going to want to come back. People love Aaron Jones, like favorite player on the team. Bye. Right? Saquon, you're not going to offer me anything? Bye. And I think it's just, this is why I and Perna too are always get your money. Like Ryan Grant, who's a very good friend of the show, he like tweeted out too. He's just like, this is what the business is. Like, no matter the organization, the majority of them are going to say, no, like, if we don't think that this is what your market value is, this is what we're going to give you. And the last time that I think we saw like a really high profile allowing them to have like a swan song is the Pittsburgh Steelers with Ben Roethlisberger. Because like he should have been gone. And they're like, nope, let's parade him out there. You know, he can have his moment. They were very mediocre. And they've kind of been in this weird spot ever since. Yeah. So I get it. And that's where like the fandom comes from, of like, you have these emotional ties to these players who play for your team. And the team, if you're a good GM, even though it's harsh, they're going to be like, no, like, we're doing the best for the team, whatever that looks like.
Yeah. And I think with the Tiki Barber thing, it turned into just, now it's a meme. Like every player, when one of their teammates is leaving, like Lamar Jackson's done it a couple times. He's like, you're dead to me.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill did it. You're dead to me. And I like the current players just laughing at Tiki and him being really ridiculous. One of the most savage moves was the Packers giving Josh Jacobs the exact same contract they gave Aaron Jones in 2021.
Yeah.
With $500,000 less guaranteed. I think Jones had $13 million guaranteed. Josh Jacobs gets $12.5 million, and it's the same deal, 4 year, $48 million or whatever.
Which, by the way, none of those other, like, it's basically a signing bonus, and then like he's gonna get like $14.1 million, I think, like the first year, and then after that they have an out. Like, they just like, if you suck, like, we're gone. Yeah. So they can be done. It all hits this year, and then they're rocking. It's a business. Like, it legit is a business. And I think we put a lot of onus on the players too, of like, oh, dude, like all that Saquon Barkley stuff, he was getting like destroyed by some Giants fans. And of course, it's gonna be any fan base, right? but like just like the most hateful crap. And it's just like, guys, like your own organization didn't give him a contract.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want him to go do? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, and that's like the thing with the Vikings. They might have not made an actual play to bring him back. We don't know how those
is Goody doesn't want to, LaFleur doesn't want to, but they're not going to let their emotions or like, you know, how much he's beloved by the team / players. And some people will disagree with this, get in the way of an evaluation of, hey, like this is how much you're worth. This is what the market is dictating your worth, which again, they're not that far off. Well, let me tell you about GPS Clips, the hottest, outrageous channel that's been around for a little while now, like a year now, right?
Look it, you can find all of your GPS clips here.